All right, good morning. Welcome to another BowmanWebServices.com video about veterans and the Veterans Administration. And so today's video is all about handicapped vehicles. And so we've had a heck of a run, with everything, just getting basic handicap stuff. It took a hell of an effort just to get a couple of handicap bars into a shower and next to a toilet. And ultimately getting ramps and everything is a whole nother article. But this one is going to be about the vehicle allowance program within the VA. And honestly, we found it to be absolute, what's the word? Shit. That's the word. And ultimately, we're not okay with it. My father, he served honorably. He is seriously disabled. You can see here 100%, 20%, 20%, 100%, 20%, 10%, and there's the 60 at the bottom. So, yeah, honestly, at the end of the day, the VA, and honestly, he could probably get that up even farther, right? But what's the point at this point, right? The VA just needs to accept that they did this to the veterans that were in Vietnam and honestly exposed not just in Vietnam to those kind of cancer-based agents, but just across the entire military. These guys are exposed to chemicals on a consistent daily basis. They're not given the choice to say, no, sir, we're not going to go in there and spray stuff on this or put my arms in that. And honestly, back then, they didn't even have, basic protection like safety gear. All right. So, let's talk about this program. And if you're a vet that's been denied, this allowance, and honestly, the allowance should be way more than that because honestly, these handicapped vehicles are way more expensive than this. And if you're a company out here that actually offers this within that range, honestly, reach out to me because I want to blog and I want to podcast with you. And I'll do my part. If you do your part, reach out, say hello. If you're a veteran that's been denied this, honestly, consider telling your story. There's all kinds of AI based services right now. You can use things like Notebook LM to like you paste your story in there and literally it will make a little podcast. You could send your story over to me and I'll see what I could do about actually giving some kind of exposure. Please like, share, and tell a vet about this. Honestly, at the end of the day, we're really trying to get in front of this guy right here, VA Secretary Doug Collins. Please consider, adding this little thing to the different posts. If you're a VA person and somebody's, complaining about services you're not getting, or you got a thank you or whatever you want to put out there, you got to notify this guy properly. And note that there's more to it. It's all these different departments. And so I'm going to be adding that. Hopefully, I keep forgetting to add it before I hit go on Twitter. I mean, X. And so, Elon, how about some basic editing stuff? Honestly, I can't go back and edit things. Just keep adding to the stuff that gets lost, right? Honestly, the original post should be editable by the author, at least for a period of time, because I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with stuff, right? I'm literally, it's morning. I've been up since God. I didn't really sleep last night, so I really started this about 5:30 this morning, making another video. And honestly, I'm on my second or third cup of coffee. God bless you if you serve this country. Honestly, as the caretaker of a Navy vet, I'm almost glad that I didn't go. I signed up to go over, for Desert Storm, and thank goodness I didn't because I know a lot of you guys are sick because of that. And again, you see how they're treating the veterans of Vietnam. You guys are on your way to being in that same exact position, and you might not be that sick right now, but honestly, by the time you hit 80 years old, you're going to need this kind of stuff to be implemented immediately. And honestly, from what I'm seeing, and honestly, we've been denied. He was told that he's got to be completely handicapped. And when I do research on this, it's like it takes up to 6 months if you're even lucky enough to get this allowance. And that's not acceptable because my father definitely was over there. He definitely served. Maybe he wasn't over there shooting at people, but he definitely was over there lending support as a radio man, calling in, commands and stuff, and taking care of his part, as many of you took care of your part. And so ultimately, something's got to be done here. VA Secretary Doug Collins, it's a I hate to say it's a crappy job that you got. The last guy and the guys before you have totally screwed this system up. We're out here taking care of people that don't belong being taken care of, like foreigners that sneak across our border. And ultimately, wah, right? I hear you. Honestly, please like, share, and follow. I just joined this thing. I just got a couple of people. Well, that's him. My profile probably only has like 10 people following it right now. But honestly, folks, come have a look at what I'm talking about here. Participate in it, like, share it, and get involved. If you're a veteran, this is important stuff because the problem won't go away if we don't do something. and get together, pull together, try to find a way to get these men and women to actually soldier up, right, for you little guys. It's going to be your children like me. I'm totally distressed. My father, he doesn't even know what to do anymore. The guy barely knows how to use a cell phone. It's downright critical. Things like logging in to the VA is a nightmare. And so, wow, there has to be some more support for caretakers. And honestly, please don't send me any more emails from Orlando, Florida saying, hey, drive an hour and a half out here and we're going to give you some kind of stupid meeting or something. Honestly, what are we doing here? There's got to be better way to take care of these guys. And get them the services they need. So honestly, when I go and I look at different things, I wrote a whole post here. It's going to be up here on my website. I'll be adding this video here also, but you can see that there's an allowance that's available for you guys, but really the chances of you getting it are probably like slim and none, or none and slim, or slimly none. And so denied for the wrong reasons, outdated policies. Yeah, you can read all about it here. Hop on over, or you can just like, comment, and share here on the video, which will be showing up next. And definitely be aware that the VA is cutting off critical cancer related testing. So if you're a veteran and you're getting close to 70 years old, note that they're going to cut off different testing and they're not even going to warn you about it, right? And honestly, my father was cut off testing. He had prostate medication doubled twice, or doubled, added and then doubled, by the VA reps or VA doctor, and he never once did any further testing to make sure that he wasn't getting cancer. And honestly, he by the time they actually found the cancer, he was stage 3. And honestly, that's just screwy, because now they don't want to do anything, right? They don't want to take any action. They don't want to give him any kind of radiation. It's already too late. They're just going to drug him with a thing called Xtandi, which is the new drug out here right now. Total blessing, because I think it's already extended his life by a couple years. But the man is really a weeble wobble. He's all messed up between diabetes, eye problems, ear problems, teeth problems, and don't even get me started on the dental stuff here with community care. Honestly, there's a whole video. I'm gonna make more videos about that. Honestly, $10,000 out of pocket because the VA, pretty much lied. The VA dentist lied to my family and to my father about doing implants, got him to take his teeth out, and then pretty much laughed in his face about it. Downright evil. Honestly, I'm all for cutting more. Cut more people at the VA. Let's go and let's get rid of community care. Let's bring in real dentists, surgeons, and stuff. Put them in the $60 million VA building that you put here in Daytona Beach and staff the thing properly. That's just my opinion. Honestly, if you're somebody that's working for the VA and you're actually doing your job on a day-to-day basis, that's does not I'm not trying to get rid of you. I'm trying to get rid of the people that give misinformation. The dentist there, really, I don't think he cares. I think he's fallen into the rut of the VA and just is a statue or a fixture these days. And him telling us bad information and getting my father to remove his teeth to the point where he went 2.5 years without teeth. Honestly, that's what's heading down the road here with this the VA vehicle thing. Honestly, I can't imagine what some of you guys are going through. And it's not, so honestly, tell your story. Honestly, reach out to me. I want to hear your story. I want to try to support you however I can. Honestly, I'm going to blog every single day. I'm going to try to make a video every single day about this, because I'm neck deep in this and it's totally messed up my day-to-day happy camper kind of way of being, right? And so, yeah, please take a minute, consider what I'm telling you. Um, we bind together. We got to create a petition or something and petition this guy and his team. Hopefully it doesn't come to all that. If Doug, just reach out and give me a call. I'm not hard to find. Give me a call and say hello. Honestly, I just want to make sure that my father gets the fair shot at it at whatever's coming. And I think you guys know what's coming. Honestly, I think you guys are looking at stats. You know when these guys are going to get sick. You've cut off critical testing just before they're supposed to get sick. And I don't want to say that's a criminal thing, but I think it's a criminal thing. Honestly, I think you've done these veterans wrong. And I think you're just trying to limit your long-term liability. Honestly, I want my father to live for another 10 years. So whatever testing you got to get him, whatever, cancer medication you got to get him, honestly, the VA is not even paying for his cancer meds. All right, that's going through a special grant. All right, that has nothing to do with the VA. The VA has totally failed this man, and he's a patriot like I am. Honest, I believe in this country. I believe we can turn this thing around. But the truth is, It's not happening fast enough, and I'm watching my family suffer because of it. And if you're somebody that feels the same way I do, please soldier up and tell me. If you don't like my tone of voice, give me the bird at least. That's some support. Honestly, any support is better than no support at all. Get up off your sofa, right? Because these guys are suffering and they're dying, and they fought. Whether you agree with Vietnam or any of the other little battles that we've had, doesn't matter. All right. America is where it is. All right. We need to like pull together as a team, right side, left side, and the middle. And we need to make sure that this problems, these many problems get fixed. Not just in the VA, but across the board. Honestly, the waste fraud and other stuff. I'm almost just exhausted. I exhausted watching it. It's like and I have to. I'm like addicted to it now. I got to turn it on every day and get my daily feed of, oh my goodness, the country, something's going on in the country. And finally, thank goodness, I'm glad it's going on, but it's overwhelming too, isn't it? Like, really. I mean, just at what point do we actually start investigating all the people that have totally messed up this country and have, 80, 90 million dollars in the bank? Let's not even go down that path because this one was about the vehicle allowance. Tell you, guys, what can we do here? What can we do here to make this better? The system, we the people, guys. Remember, we the people. That's what that flag was founded on, not on the bureaucratic BS that's going on, all the politicians running us ragged. Mr. Trump, sir, veterans are suffering. They need help. They need help immediately. You need to, do something. Have somebody write a check. Really, somebody's got to get these guys stuff. Honestly, he falls tomorrow. What are we going to wait 6 months to get some kind of vehicle here? What am I going to do in the meantime? Honestly, who's giving him nursing care? Me? I get to wipe his butt? Yo, that shouldn't be my job, right? But it's going to fall on me, isn't it? Because there ain't nobody else lining up here to, take care of this guy. Um, so ultimately, at the end of the day, totally distraught. I'm totally not sleeping. All right. I don't know if you see the bags in my eyes, but I am not sleeping, guys. And really, something's got to be done. Anyway, Secretary Doug Collins, please, buddy, come on. You're the most powerful guy in this organization. The swipe of a pen, you should be able to fix a lot of the basic problems, like get us some ramps. Honestly, I'm preparing to pour concrete out front. I'm going to make my own damn ramp, right? At our own expense. And again, $10,000 out of pocket for the dental, mess up that the VA put us through. Honestly, father losing 25 plus pounds, it becoming medically necessary that we had to go and take loans out, against everything that he has in this world, right? Really. It's not acceptable. It's not okay. And at the end of the day, we're failing these veterans. All right, that's enough of my ranting this morning. God bless you all. God bless America. Um, come join, come stand by me, come follow me, come, give me likes, give me a comment, something, right? Any interaction with this profile is positive and powerful. And somebody reach out to Elon. Elon, just give me a little bump, buddy. Little bump. I mean well. I mean to do well, and I'm supporting a huge cause here. And at times I feel a little defeated. And so try to keep positive, but I know it probably doesn't sound that way. But honestly, really, I'll do the work. I'll put the time in, right? Um, anyway, thank you very much for your time. If you got something to say, please reach out. I will podcast with you. I'll do whatever I got to do. I'll do my part, and I want to see this thing turn around. All right, thanks for stopping by. Bowman Web Services.